I'm gonna be real in this interview though. I'm gonna say some shit that's.
Oh my fucking
quiet.
god!
We got Mike the Ruler.
Don't get me in trouble.
Mike the Ruler is in the fucking building along with Gabe of Uzi. This is No Jumper. What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Gabe? How you guys doing?
Nothing. I was just like hooking up with some bitch, and now I'm here.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah,
she's cute.
I guess.
Good work. You come a long way since the videos that I watched you earlier today on the V-Files account.
Don't tell me about that. Shit's mad fucking gay. V-Files is like cringeworthy.
Not a V-Files fan anymore?
Nah, not at all.
Really? Why?
I don't
what
fuck
happened?
with opening ceremony either.
Really? Okay, so you're in your own
Just
little world?
I hate that Soho shit, man.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's
seriously.
like that's what you grew up on is just
that's
going
what I
out
grew
in
up
that area,
on, but
right?
I'm like a different person now. So like, why do I have to relate to a past self?
Okay. Can we talk about like how you first got noticed in this?
Yeah, sure.
We're going to talk more about. Don't worry, Gabe. We'll get to you too. We're going to go going back and forth because these guys both are very interesting.
I'm here with Mike the Ruler right now. So I'm chilling.
Gang shit only.
Like that legend.
I think Gabe is a little impressed.
Super.
Maybe.
This is Mike the Ruler.
How do you guys become friends? Actually, let's talk about that first.
I think through Luca, right?
Yeah, just like when I was out in New York, sometimes just like the streetwear kids would show me around and take care of me, see him out on the street and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think when I met this guy, I was wearing like a shirt that was like way too big for me. I think it was like a Telfar shirt. And this guy was wearing like some nice ass sunglasses with like a suede jacket or some shit. That shit was dope as hell.
This man actually had two Telfar tees stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
So this was when you were in your like super early stage, like when you were still hitting up the Ben Trill store on YouTube, right?
That wasn't.
Okay.
This was past that. That's
Okay.
This
That
was
shit is
post
dope.
Bentrill.
Ben Trill is dope as fuck.
I don't fuck with Bentrill actually. I fuck with Pyrex though.
No, it's dope. All of it. All of it.
HBA is the shit.
Anything
You're
Matt-
still on HBA.
Shout out to Shane. Yeah.
Anything
I
Matt
don't wear that
Williams-
shit, but you have to respect it. Like they're doing their thing.
But yeah, see, that's the weird thing. I feel like a lot of people kind of had to make a decision when Rocky dissed HBA and Ben Trill. It's like, are you going to still
I mean,
rock
what
with it?
decision is there to make? Like, you have to have your own opinion. You can't just get like influenced by ASAP.
Do you think that affected their popularity at all?
It affected it with like the fuckboys and like the ASAP fans, but like they have like a new fan base now, and they're just doing as well. They're still doing their own shit, so I still gotta fuck with them.
Okay. Hey, so when did you first get like covered on a website or online, whatever?
I don't actually remember.
You don't remember?
No.
I thought, was it the New Yorker cover or was it before
Yeah,
that?
that might have been. That shit's mad gay.
So you look back on that and you feel kind of weird about it?
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable. I hate looking at myself when I was younger. I look like a retard.
You have come a long way. I will say that. After watching all those videos, I thought that you were going to be a little more awkward, and I was really relieved when I realized it was going to be both of you because I'm like, all right, two gangsters I could talk to instead of just one. It'll be easier, especially since those videos.
I'm still kind of fucking awkward though. I admit it.
You feel that way?
Yeah, sometimes.
But now you're
sometimes I feel like a lonely hamster.
A lonely hamster, just running on the wheel, or just in general?
Just running on the fucking wheel. That is life.
Well, I'm proud of you that you got girls going on now because
Yeah, I guess.
that's probably a big difference
That's
from when you were
actually
13.
new. Yeah,
Okay.
that's been in like the past few months.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this guy, I'm sure, is an old
Yeah,
hat
he's
at
a
that
player.
sort of
He's a
thing. Yeah.
player.
I guess not more than Mike though. Mike's a new rock star.
I guess so then.
I was hanging out with my parents before I got here. You're hanging out with some chicks.
Just one actually.
I was hanging out with ratty little BMX kids over here.
Swag.
Yeah. So, you're out in LA to visit, or how long you been here?
My dad lives out here actually.
Okay.
And I've been staying with him for the holidays. My grandparents were out here. We were in Laurel Canyon.
Oh,
they
okay.
were renting out a house, so I stayed there for the last few days, and I'm back at my house in Venice.
Okay. Can you just flatten that out because it's kind of making noise? Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But so you kind of have had like a dark period where you haven't been doing media since you kind of had a lot for a few years there.
I got sent away to reform school actually
By your parents?
Yeah, because I was stealing money from them and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why were you doing that? Just to
Because I gotta look fly. You gotta be
rock
yourself.
Johns? Yeah.
And sometimes when you're not getting that cash flow, you gotta finesse.
Okay. And so
You got me hot.
was that a big rift with you and your parents? What was reform school like versus being?
I'm still there actually. It fucking sucks. Like you can't have a phone. It's not co-ed. I mean, like everyone there is like a fucking loser, like a Zoomies mall fuckboy.
Yeah.
And everyone there just like talks shit about each other. Like no one's friends with anyone. It's just like retarded.
Where is it? Is it in
Utah, fucking Mormon
Utah.
town.
So that's where you're flying back after this, not back to New York?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So do you ever get in trouble or anything, or you just stay to yourself? Or
I say to myself, but sometimes I get framed for some fuck shit.
what's
Dude, tell us about that.
yeah? What's
Like,
the worst one?
One time, so there was like this black kid, and someone thought I called him the N-word, and someone tried to frame me, but I didn't say shit. Like,
That's fresh.
Would you ever do that?
I mean, if they were my friend, yeah.
But not in a mean way.
I would never be like derogatory. That's like disrespectful.
Yeah, that sucks. Damn.
It's like calling me a fucking kike.
Am I racist?
What's your ethnic background?
I've wondered that for a while.
Black and Filipino.
Oh, okay.
I knew you were
an
Filipino.
alien.
An alien.
Alien, yeah. You hear what Ian said about getting some alien pussy?
What do you say?
He said he needs some alien pussy. I think you should put him on.
Yeah, I got some of the alien hoes.
You see,
I live in LA.
Yeah, he's. I see him with like a mob of girls wherever he goes.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta look at his Instagram, see them fly bitches.
I think that's why I suspected that you were gay. Just because I was like, there's no way that there could be this many hot girls around him just chilling. Like, that doesn't work normally.
He's either gay or he's Gabe of Uzi, and he's Gabe of Uzi. He's a fucking ladder.
Wait, so
no, all my homegirls are like. Literally, all my best friends that are girls are all like strippers. So
okay.
That's dope as hell.
That's like that's why the content is always so. It's not like me like exploiting them or nothing or having like this is legitimate. These girls, this is what they do for fun.
They're in control of their own sexuality. Exactly. They got their own thing going on.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. Like you gotta fuck with that. Like people are like, oh, this is like demeaning to women, but like they're doing this on their own choice. I bet a lot of them could have like any job. So
I respect the strippers of the world.
Yeah, you got to respect them.
Yeah, because it's like for guys, it's like if you want to go out and make a bunch of money, you probably go sell drugs or do something illegal. For girls, they go.
All they got to do is fucking dance.
It seems like that's like the alternative. Like a dude becomes a drug dealer, a chick becomes a stripper, a porn star. If she wants to like make a lot of money without having to do the hard work or going to school for 7 years or whatever.
Oh, it's hard work.
What was that?
I said it's hard work.
It is hard work.
I mean, being a porn star is probably pretty hard work too.
They go through
way
a lot.
Harder work. Way harder
fuck
work.
ton of shit.
I need to do. I want to make one day, like direct one.
You want to direct a porn?
You should make a bukkake.
A bukkake. That'd be hard.
What would be like the stylistic things that you think would be important for the Uzi directed porn?
The girls would have to be dressed well.
Yeah, the girls have to be dressed well. That's the thing. Like,
they should be wearing Rick and shit.
There's no porn where that's like cool or like where it's stylish. Or anything like that.
There might be that we just don't know about, right?
Like in porn, a fucking like cool girl is like a girl with tattoos, and that shit's like corny.
Right.
Like they're still like stuck in like 2007 type shit. Like they got to step their game up.
I would like to see the direction.
So be it Mike the Ruler. We're directing a porn.
Shout out to Uzi with them fresh ideas.
So wait, you're 15 right now, right?
Yeah, I'm 15.
And Gabe is 22, so he's seen a little bit more than you.
Definitely, yeah. He's seen a few other sides of the world that I haven't.
Hey,
but you got to respect him for that.
So what were the consequences of when you started to become well known? Like, did you get into this rift with your parents right away, or
no? This wasn't until like I started to have like beef with some of my friends, and I kind of started to get like, I don't know, like emotionally shitty.
Yeah. So you think that like getting all this press,
I don't do that shit anymore. I'll never like do anything bad to my parents. That's just wrong. Like I have to respect them. Like they made me who I am. So.
Right. That was just sort of like a rebellious period in your life?
Yeah, it was a dumb period, just like fucking with V-Files, and that shit was also dumb shit.
Well, do you feel like they exploited you or something?
Nah, I just think they're gay, and I don't fuck with them like they're cringeworthy and shit.
So what brands do you fuck with in New York at this point?
In New York?
Yeah, or just in general?
I fuck with Off-White, I fuck with Yohji Yamamoto, Helmut Lang, 424, Yeezy, Rick Owens.
Uh-huh. So you're a big Yeezy fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Yeezy fan.
Can we see your feet? Oh, look, we don't have to do any work to see your feet. They're already on the table.
Yeah, I got them Turtle Dove 350s on. Shout out to Gabe from Def Jam Records. Not Gabe of Uzi.
Somebody just told us that they could get us a pair of those if we wanted to do like they do those videos where they like ruin them skating.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was like, do you want to do a BMX version of that? We can get you them. Should we do it?
Yeah, you guys should do that.
What should we do to fuck them up, though? They look like they get
just
fucked up
get them all
easy.
muddy. No, they don't get fucked up easy. Really? I went on like a 6-mile hike the other day.
Wearing those?
Wearing these
that is
in
badass.
A muddy trail, and they didn't get dirty at all. They're like fucking like, I don't know. They have like magic on them or something.
I feel like Kanye would fuck with that. Like,
going on a hike.
I mean, Kanye definitely goes like jogging in them or works out in them. Like they're really comfortable.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe I'll send you a whole box now that he knows you're hiking in them.
Who knows?
So like very Runyon Canyon. You want Runyon Canyon?
Yeah, have you been there?
Is that where you went?
Nah, it was somewhere by Laurel Canyon.
Have you ever been to Runyon Canyon? I've never been there.
Where is that?
I hear it's like around. It's in Hollywood, but it's like I hear it's like going to the mall. Like you go there and there's just so many fucking people there, and there's like famous people and models and all these weird people.
All
around.
hiking.
No, there's so many girls.
I love hiking.
Really?
Yeah.
So is it awkward to try to talk to a girl when she's hiking?
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
Have you picked up in that environment?
No, I never pick up girls.
Really? It just happens, or what? How did you meet your like current
Gabe,
ensemble
you should
of chicks
fuck a
that are
bitch
around?
on a fucking trail.
On a what?
On a trail. Yeah.
On a trail. That'd be hood.
That'd be gang shit.
That'd be gang
on
shit.
a hoverboard.
Who's your main
swag?
Your main crew of chicks that you like that I see in these videos with you?
Yeah, I
it's like they're called Trap Mobbin.
Okay.
And like Remy Fox and like Becky Rich. These are all just like LA girls.
I know Remy.
But they strip and just like do their thing. Some of them pimp, like Trap Mobbin pimps, like girls at the club and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. But that's like my main crew. I hang out with mostly, besides like my family that I've been in here, like Mike and Luca and Asspizza and shit like that. Ian. It's like I mostly hang out with girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how do you meet?
That's gang shit.
How do you meet these strippers?
Shit.
Do you go to the strip club to meet strippers, or do you meet them in other environments?
I don't know. I think literally like once I started posting that stuff, like it started happening on accident. Like girls would come, like two of the girls that I hang out with the most. I didn't even know they were strippers for like a long ass time. But they told me like at a certain point, and I was like, oh shit.
But so if you were going to be in a real relationship, could you see yourself dating a stripper, or would you go towards a more normal type of chick? Not that there's anything immoral about
no, totally
stripping.
Probably a normal chick. I like really goody 2-shoe girls.
Same.
Yeah.
Like that haven't really seen much and stuff like that.
So you gotta show them around. You gotta put them on.
Right. Exactly.
Mike, you've probably never been to Ham on Everything, huh?
Nah.
Damn, that sucks. We got to take him into that environment.
Yeah, we got to sneak you into the club. Club Mike?
I don't think it'd be that hard. He would be up in there. No, I was going to say, like, when you pick a girlfriend, do you want her to know about Ham on Everything intimately or not? And then I realized that Mike doesn't probably know what that is quite yet.
We love Ham on Everything.
Yeah, it's just like the warehouse parties out here. But that's where I talked to him for the first time. It was a free dab party. So I was very, very, very dabbed out.
That was fire.
Had the balls to talk to him.
On some wax and shit.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Are you into that kind of stuff? You smoke weed?
I smoke weed, but like a lot of my friends dab, and I don't do any of that shit.
That's too much.
I don't do anything else, so I don't fuck with pills or any of that.
That's good. Do you see a lot of people your age getting into that?
Yeah, like I'm scared for them, honestly. Like people who I fuck with who like start doing Xans and shit, like honestly, I worry about them. Like what if they OD or some shit? Like I don't want that to happen to someone I care about.
Yeah, and the negative impact of drugs, like on your body and your mind when you're younger, is like way more pronounced than when you do it when you're older, because your brain is still developing at that point.
Like weed doesn't do anything bad, honestly, but like if you're fucking doing like hydrocodone and like fucking Xanax and shit, you're gonna get screwed up. And
no, totally. Yeah, and I don't really care like how uncool I sound or whatever. Like no kids, no teenagers need to do any drugs besides smoking weed.
Yeah.
I don't care if I sound like a nerd or whatever. Like you gotta wait till you're
maybe like
at least
like shrooms are okay. Like anything that like grows in like nature, I think is okay. But anything that's made in a lab, you gotta stay away from.
That's a different level of danger, huh?
Yeah. You don't go to Molly World, Mike?
Nah.
You don't need to go there till you're much, much older. When you're like in your 20s, I think that there's a place for messing around with drugs, seeing what they like. But the main thing is that you got to be scared of that shit. Like you got to treat it like it's something that you should be scared of.
You got to be careful, yeah. Because like someone I know, like they're no longer with us, but one time they were pretty high on Xans and they fell into a pool and like they could have drowned if they were a little more out of it. So like you really got to be careful.
You were just talking about mushrooms like they're so safe, but my house almost burned down because somebody left a blunt roach on top of a plastic cup, and we were all so fucked up on mushrooms that we didn't even like notice.
But
what
I
was
mean,
happening.
with like hallucinogens
it's really
and shit, like the kind of stuff that will come out of it that's bad is like accidents that could happen.
Exactly.
But like, I don't think there's any like chemical side effects on like your body or mind.
But people do have bad trips and never come back. I've never had that, but.
Let me just say, shrooms is not like a casual thing. I feel like everyone always tries to make it so casual, like, yeah, we'll just eat them, and it's not like to be taken like lightly.
Yeah, it's a serious
super
thing.
heavy.
I know people do them all the time, and I'm just like, that is a weird daily drug to be messing around with, right?
My friend does DMT.
Yeah.
Like that shit's sketchy.
I want to give that a shot, though. I can't lie.
Yeah, same. I got to try that before I die.
How'd you guys feel about this Playboi Carti Asspizza Kerwin fight? By the way, Henry's here, so you guys can talk about that while I go get him.
All right. I think like people just have beef and like shit comes out of it, but like people shouldn't take it so seriously.
Yeah, I'm really sad that happened because I hate seeing any of my friends like get hurt or anything like or even fighting,
I'm not going to say I'm friends with everyone in that video, but there's definitely people I respect, and like I don't want to see people I respect get in like fights with other people who I respect. Like,
yeah, it's like family shit and it's gang shit, but
yeah, like why fight? You only have so much time. Like, just try to get along with people because you don't know if they're going to be gone the next day.
What up, gang? No, I will say, like, you know.
Yo, Henry, I got to talk to you later. I got to talk to you later.
Regardless of whatever, just, like, you got to respect that. You know, like, you know, Kerwin was still down to throw the hands.
Yeah.
You know, no one should roast him or nothing like that. Like, Kerwin threw the hands. He stuck up for himself. A lot of people, 85, 90% of people would have just taken whatever verbal lashing, you know, they were getting.
It looked like he kind of just. So I didn't hear what you guys just said, but it did look like Kerwin was kind of just taking the ass beating, right? Or no?
At first, I think he was like throwing the hands, but then he realized he was kind of
slipped
out of his league.
We don't know what happened before or after this whole incident.
Not fully. Like, obviously, Austin posted that video on YouTube, and that gives a little bit of backstory, but you can never really know, like, the true thing from the correct perspective unless you were the people involved.
Right. You guys are. I didn't hear what you said before, but you guys are both like long-term Ian Connor friends.
Yeah, it's family. That's all family. Yeah. That's why I was saying it just was a little bit hurtful to me, just because, you know, I care about each one of those people in that video. Seriously.
So Asspizza and Kerwin are like old friends of yours.
Yeah, everyone. You know, it's this really small community. There's like 15 of us.
Yeah, it's only on gang shit.
I think like the intro just that Ian put. Oh God! Please don't start.
Out of
By the way, this is Henry. How do we know Henry? Or how do you know Henry?
That's my boy.
Okay.
That's a gang.
Henry Solgay. That's gang shit.
Gang shit. What's up, Henry? Do you want headphones? Shit. Do we even... I don't know if we have a third set of headphones. Whatever. Just stay near the mic. You should be fine.
I gotta share some knowledge. I'm gonna be starting experimental clothing brand called 5015.
Okay.
Starting in 2017, I'm going to be starting the brand. I'm just kind of playing around with different concepts and ideas right now.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out.
Okay. And so have you not been designing or whatever? You put like, your other brands on hiatus?
Obviously, like maybe when I was younger, I said, oh, I'm going to start some like fucking printed t-shirts or some shit like that. But I'm not trying to do some shit. I'm trying to do shit from scratch, like do legit fashion.
So you feel like you were kind of premature with that before? What did you ever make before? Like, just t-shirt designs pretty much? Yeah.
What I did before is equivalent to like coming from a girl, like putting your dick in her mouth. So
coming from putting your dick in her mouth?
Wait, what?
Yeah. I've done that.
That
seems like it makes sense.
I'm gonna say today that I got head for like 30 minutes and I didn't come. So
really,
that's what I am now. Like,
what was the problem?
I don't know.
Swag.
You're off the Zans.
It was cold. Yeah, I was on.
That's another reason to not do drugs. Like you're never gonna come.
He's like Sosa.
I was on that OG Sosa.
Focus on JoJo path.
Wait a minute. So explain. I thought you were going to say this was your first blowjob for a second, and I was going to feel really honored that you did the podcast the same. Second.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wow! Congrats, bro.
Dude,
I'm proud of you.
I wonder what my second blowjob was.
Yeah.
So have you tasted a vagina yet or no?
No, not yet.
No, you're still working on that.
Yeah, still working on it.
Do you think that he should try the vagina or the butthole first?
Dude, the V.
Which one's better? It's an honest question.
I'm not trying to get hepatitis.
It's so quiet for the B.
It's so quiet for the salad. Yeah.
If you're openly admitting the B too, you're nasty.
You're on your
behind the closed doors, B.
You just drop your phone. I don't know. See, the first time I ever went down on a girl was like on a playground when I was like 13. It was disgusting. It was horrible.
Nasty, bro.
It was bad. It was really bad. So I really hope that your experience is way better than that, man. This girl didn't know how to take care of herself or something.
It was in an alley.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like that.
It was in an alley.
That's kid shit when you like don't have anywhere to go and you just like get it popping.
I was scared like that. My fucking like because I was like a block away from my house in fucking Venice in an alley getting head, and I was like
in an alley.
Yeah, in an alley.
This was today?
Yeah.
This was today?
Outside someone's house. Like, their lights were on, but they had shades down.
That's hot, though. That's probably why you were able to finish so quickly is because of the fact that they're...
No, I didn't come once.
So still working on the whole finishing thing.
Yeah, Jesus I'm still working on it.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, you got plenty of time when you're left to bust nuts. Yeah. Not everybody... The average guy finishes way too fast for his first time.
Yeah.
So it's good. Hey, did you guys see that 4 Pins is done as of this week?
4 Pins is done?
Yeah.
They can go suck a fat dick.
Not a fan?
Man.
Not a fan of them.
They wrote about
Complex.
you one time.
I know they wrote about me. So did Complex. I did a fucking video for Complex.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something right here. Complex, fucking V-Files, 4 Pins. opening ceremony, all that shit's mad gay. The only website that I like, one of those websites that I fuck with High Snobiety, and I fuck with Hypebeast.
Okay.
I fuck with Hypebeast heavy.
So you prefer Hypebeast to like V-Files and all this other stuff? I feel like
And all those websites, yeah.
Really?
Hypebeast is on.
what is it about Hypebeast that you respect so much?
They're legit, and they don't do that kind. They don't post like useless shit you need to know. Like nobody cares that fucking Kourtney Kardashian is dating Justin Bieber. Like I want to see like real shit. Like when is Swish gonna drop? Or
I guess if you just want the information, Hypebeast would probably be
Hypebeast. Like only posts the information that you want.
It's fresh.
It's not like filled with filler shit. Like these other websites just put shit in to keep it relevant, but they don't have that kind of consistency bringing in good shit.
Yeah, even though they don't post that much, I fuck with the Fader more than all of them.
I fuck with the Fader,
yeah. Fader's
That's
cool.
true. I fuck with Fader.
Swish is gonna be dope.
You're
Swish
looking
is
forward to
gonna
this
be dope.
Kanye album?
I'm
Are you involved in
looking-
this or what?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
All the way. No, I'm not. I wish. I'm
Gabe of
I'm
Uzi.
just involved
Here's
in the
a leak for you Kanye fans. Gabe
Yeah,
of
we're gonna
Uzi is
play
going to
it.
be producing Kanye's 2020 album called Presidency. Secret info leaked right here.
He's speaking it into existence.
You
That
heard
really
it here
could
first.
happen.
Follow my selling page at MTR_archives on Instagram.
Hey, you ever met Kanye?
Yeah, once actually at
How
a
was
Hood
it?
by Air show when I was like 13.
Did he know who you were?
I think he just said hi to me or something because I think someone told him to. I don't know.
Okay. That's cool. That was nice of him.
Like
What about-
meeting
Oh.
people who are famous isn't like any big deal. Like they're just regular people. You got to respect them though. You can't be some kind of fanboy.
You ever been like real let down by somebody that you met who you looked up to?
Oh, definitely.
No, never actually.
Really?
It's cool. I have.
But I
Is
feel
that
like
because you never built it up in your head?
yeah. I feel like, but I fuck with Travis Scott. But I feel like if I met him, he would be kind of like a tool.
Well, you know who can ask about that? Who went to Japan with him is Gabe over here.
Oh, Gabe,
did,
my
I
boy.
Is Travis Scott a cool guy? Because he gets a lot of shit in the media these days.
Yeah, he
You know,
does.
Travis is like, it's love for Travis, but Travis is not like, he'll tell you he's not like a nice guy. You know, he's not here to be friendly. He's a beast. You know what I mean?
I mean, you gotta respect that.
I think
though.
there's like, that's a good approach in this thing because, you know, a lot of people take you trying to be friends and so friendly as weakness in this. And like, you know, to have that approach where you just openly are just doing whatever and being honest is cool.
Do you feel like Travis Scott was respectful to you during your time on tour with him? Or was
Oh,
he
hell
kinda-
yeah, dude.
He was
That's
cool
my
like
bro.
on your level?
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, that's cool.
Like sharing hotel rooms, stuff like that on gang.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you guys do
Gang
with the
shit,
Japanese broads? It's weird. It's not as easy as
No, it's
they're hot.
It's
but-
difficult because
Yeah.
you can't communicate, and they'll be like, you know, like these type of girls will be like acting like they understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but then like you'll realize that they have been lying the whole time and just nodding their head yes. You know
Yeah,
what
they
I
just
mean?
giggle and give you the peace sign.
Yeah,
and
one of the homies will
squeal
be
and-
like, yeah, like the girls already said they're down to come back and like have a party at the room or whatever, and then it'll be time to go, and the girls are like, wait, what? We're leaving? Blah blah. They have no idea.
Yeah, I feel like the chicks in Japan are not getting it popping. Like they're not having casual sex that often. At least from
It's more polite. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They're really polite over there, and I think they just have like a really good disposition on shit like that.
Yeah. Hey, so can we talk about your most recent music video, which I watched, and what was the title that it got? It was on like the Billboard top whatever for something.
Oh, we got on the trending top 140.
Okay.
And there's two lists for that. There's like a hot new artist, and then there's like a main list with like all the big dogs and stuff like that. We peaked at number 2 on that list, and
Wow.
then we were at number 1 for like 3-4 days on the new artist.
Hell yeah.
So that was really sick.
Is there any like tricks that you guys know about doing this? Because I noticed that you were pushing the video very heavily on Twitter and stuff.
It's just Twitter. I feel like a lot of artists are asleep on Twitter. And it's like a really good way to share. Instagram is not, I mean, it is. It's a good way to share stuff. But for me personally, I think sharing music and just video content, Twitter is a little more flexible.
Well, you can't really like engage with music that well on Instagram. Like you can watch a little 15 second sample, and you can like, you can't link to it in the same way. I feel like
Right.
Twitter, people go to like discover content more.
Right.
Whereas Instagram is supposed to be its own little isolated universe.
Right. You can't even click out on Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if I can't post the YouTube link in the comments, it won't even
So then you end up having to do corny shit like, hey, click the link in my bio. Nobody likes having to write
check
that.
my bio. That's like such a rapper thing to say. Link in bio.
At least you're not saying, hey, check out my mixtape. And like going up to people in the Apple store and handing them CDs.
Wait, was that still happening in 2015?
Oh, yeah, that is still happening.
That's
it happened
fire.
to me in October with my friend Warren. We were in the Apple store. We were on the computer trying to finesse some shit. And like some guy walks up trying to tell us to go on his SoundCloud and follow him on IG. And we're like, okay. But like in the end, like that shit's gay. Like
only person allowed to hand out mixtapes is Skepta.
Yeah, he still hands out mixtapes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like on the street. He did something like 2 months ago in New York.
Yeah.
He was like
sick.
acting like he was just some guy on the street handing out mixtapes.
Oh, damn. I didn't know. That's dope. Skepta's Goals podcast. He would be amazing
That's
to have.
gang. He might
He's
maybe.
so sick.
I don't know. He's so rare. He might not do.
Tyler
too
was
much.
acting like he could make it happen. When
He
was
might.
out
That's
here before, yeah.
We were just with him like last week or something when he was out here. He like took us to the studio with Pharrell and stuff like
Really?
that. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
Who is this?
Skepta.
Oh, shit. That's dope.
You a Skepta fan?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's on Boy Better Know. Top Boy. Shut down.
So are you?
That's on BBK.
Are you
It's on BBK.
There you
No,
go.
it's not BDK, bro.
Yeah.
nah, it ain't on BDK. It's on G.
Yo, so tell us about when you decided to make the move to LA because you're originally from Ohio.
Yeah.
And it was during the whole.
Well, I'm originally from LA,
oh, okay.
and
But
then
so
I moved to Ohio High School.
just for high school?
Yeah.
Why was that? You were getting too much pussy out here, and your parents were mad at you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. No, my parents actually got a divorce, asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, they're
Well, they're back
probably still.
together.
Oh, they're back together.
Yeah,
now.
they're back. They got back.
Wow, that's a great love story condensed into like 10 seconds. But,
Yeah, it was really rare. But yeah, I moved out in high school and was just doing my shit. And I like after high school, I was doing like we started Uzi, me and Mike, and we did like a couple shows and stuff like that. But then we saw like Tyler and all these kids like popping in the big city, and we're kind of comparing that to our like local popping, and we were like, yo, this isn't the real thing.
Yeah.
So we packed up and moved out to LA.
Okay. And so you were super motivated by the white girl mob. I understand it as well, right?
Oh my God, so much.
And what was it about it that
Shout out
appealed
to all
you?
white girls.
Shout out to white girls all over the world.
Mike is working on getting his own white girl mob together currently.
Yeah.
Although he's
That's
also
like-
accepting of all races.
Accepting what?
I assume.
All races? Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
White and
dude.
others, yeah.
I mean, girls like guys like
Shout out to
dress.
Asian girls too. Like
Those are great, yeah.
that's some top quality shit, bro.
Are you talking from experience, or are you just like guessing?
No, I'm just talking about from fucking photographs and online shit.
That's
and
fine.
people I know. People I know is experience.
I can tell that Mike's got a long career of getting ass ahead of him based
Yeah,
on
I
how
know.
excited he is currently. I'm excited for you,
I'm
dude.
on
All right,
I
so
feel like we're
I'm
at
pretty
the point,
fucking
We're at the
gassed.
point where in our lives where we're just like, no ass, please keep it away.
yeah, it's too much these days, man. I'm trying to like settle down, trying to be normal. It's a challenge, especially in LA.
You should get a wife, Gabe.
A wife?
Yeah. A wife.
That's fire.
Okay, but
You should marry a porn
No, I
star.
think
I
I
do
think
wanna talk
I think
about that,
being
but-
getting married is like fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would.
that's a good look because then you know that dude has a ton of self control and
Right.
confidence in his
Shout out to
situation.
Kanye.
But I also
for,
think like fuck boyfriend and girlfriends.
Fuck.
Like niggas need to just start getting married
Yeah,
and like
Skip all
and
the-
like divorcing, because you know how it's like divorce is like so thrown
Yeah.
around and just like whatever
It's
these
like
days.
breaking up with your
Everyone should
girlfriend.
just get married, sign prenups, and then just get divorced.
Do you think though? Would you, if you were going to be in a real relationship, would you see yourself being in a relationship where you are 100% committed to the person, or do you think that you need a certain degree of openness where you could like go fuck some girl?
No, Def, you gotta be loyal to wifey. 100.
You think you
feel
can pull
me?
it off?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's here, Henry.
That's a
That
gang.
doesn't count.
That's all gang.
I assume she's your girlfriend.
Yeah, but it's the truth.
She's over here with the most horrified look in her eyes, just seeing
Yeah.
dudes
It's better
talking.
to, like from experience, bro. It's better to have like one like cool girl who like you can kick it with, and also like
Hold on, you gotta get in the mic a little bit more, or which one is this one?
hello.
Okay, now we can hear it.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so it's better to have like a girl who you can like kick it with and like do like
Activities?
yeah, like whatever for like so long.
quote unquote activities.
Like Step Brothers.
Then like a bunch of like thoughts who are just trying to like take you down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like thoughts.
You think
nowadays-
thoughts try to take you down?
No, they like they like try to get you to stoop to their level.
This is real. This is deep. Keep going.
Well, it's true. I think that like it says a lot, and I am a guy who's been fucking random thoughts my whole life. But I mean, it says a lot about you as a guy if you are at the point in your life where you can step away from that and say, I don't need to keep inflating my ego with this all the time. And that is something I think about all the fucking time, to be totally honest. But you know, it's a challenge. Right. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's fun for you guys because you're like, I wonder if I can do this. You know, when you get older, it gets to a point where you're like...
The law of diminishing returns, where it's like the 200th girl you fucked is a lot less exciting than like number 4.
Yeah, if you got swag, you get it down to a science, and it's like 100%.
Uzi, what's your number now?
Oh my God, I can't say.
Is it over 9,000?
Probably not, I mean...
Adam doesn't need to reveal his top secret
It's
information.
Embarrassing, yeah. Well, that's the weird thing about the whole like fucking thoughts thing too, is that even, you know, chicks get feelings for you, and then at a certain point you start to feel bad about like this lifestyle that you're living of just sort of teasing everybody, you know.
I know.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Chicks do get feelings. Kids, I feel like girls only think they catch feelings though, or like they pretend to catch feelings.
Yeah,
they pretend.
It's a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
half the time.
And they feel like they have to do that.
Yeah, because I feel like this is just from experience. Whenever the guy like is all on them back, like the way that they say want, they're like super, super, super off it. Like I've never gotten a girl that I actually liked by like trying to like wine and dine her, and you know. When
you actually like them and you start trying to be really nice to them, then a lot of times it's like, fuck, like that's the one that doesn't work out because they just have no reason to respect you, you know?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. People want what they can't have and shit.
I've had huge failures in my life where I really liked a girl, so I like waited to try to fuck her. I think that's probably usually a mistake. You should probably, in the beginning at least, like be as sexually forward as you would be normally, because they like that like immediacy and that primal instinct. But you know, and then be sweet to him after and like show them that you're like respectful afterwards. But first, you probably need to fuck the shit out of him in an alley like Mike over here.
Nah, bro, the move
and that's
to fuck the girl and then show them that you'll stay even after you bust your nut, bro. That
is true. Yeah. No, that's real.
This is real pimp talk right here.
It is. Henry, I didn't know that you had the real pimp talk in you.
Oh yeah,
Henry the baller.
Well, Henry's balling out of control with like 6 buttons on his Henley. But
he's booming off that bat.
All right, let's rewind. We just started getting heavy into the relationship talk, but we only have an hour here. Uzi, so you move out to LA.
Oh yeah, I moved out to LA.
And then like, what was your path here? Like, what were you trying to do?
We had started doing like a bunch of film stuff in Ohio because you know we had been making good songs and stuff like that, and a lot of directors were flaking out on doing our videos. Mm-hmm. So this was kind of like that DIY video renaissance when it just started, where everyone was getting 5Ds and the playing ground was kind of leveled. So we went and got a 5D, started doing stuff. Learned film, and when we moved to LA, we kind of used the film like as a door to get into the world of musicians.
But you were filming with a VHS camera even back during the Ohio era as well.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, that too. But like even more when I got to LA, you know, we had this like 5D or whatever. But you know, as I like made more director friends and stuff like that, I started seeing that people had like, you know, like $20,000, $25,000 worth of equipment, like in their house. Like some of the LA kids are fucking rich. Yes. A lot of fools are. So it's like, true. I started seeing that, and then I was like, well, I'm not going to win if I have to use offbeat cameras. I can't just...
If you're trying to compete on quality, it's not going to work out. So you might as well try to find something. So did it occur to you like, oh, this is how I could stand out, is by doing like something that has an older aesthetic?
It's just offbeat. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I do is like super to fill a void. So it just was something that hadn't been done, and it just was organic. It made sense for me to start doing it. Okay. So that's why I just...
Was Summertime the first video that you did with like a major artist?
Yeah.
And so tell us that you just told me
Krishan was like Rocky at the time. She was huge.
Yeah, but so tell me the story about how you originally got her attention and going to this party and everything.
Oh, so I went to this Terry Richardson party, like thinking I could like get in or something like that. We get there and it's like there's like 200, 300 people outside. Oh yeah. And it like we're like, fuck, what do we do? But there's like 300 people. It was kind of like a party outside, so it was sick. But all of a sudden, all these superstars started popping up, like Lindsay and Paris and all these people. So we started shooting like a little content and stuff with like people coming through.
Yeah, his
like
old
the
stuff
video
on the
loops.
Vimeo,
the
right?
old ones. Yeah,
it's that
that's classic shit.
It was like before Vine. We were doing these silent video loops. Kind of looked like Harry Potter pictures, like blinking and like people were blinking and like hair was moving, stuff like that. So we got some content and then we tweeted it to Krayshawn and she responded.
And so how long was it before you were all of a sudden shooting this video over?
Maybe like 2 weeks.
Okay.
It was like really fast. She was just like, I need you to come through and do this thing for me. And then I did it and I did a good job. And then she trusted me with doing the video.
So are you the one, Uzi is a group, which is confusing to some people.
Yeah.
You and your homeboy Mike, but he does most of the production. Do you do the vast majority of the visual stuff and the video stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, we're both really involved in both sides. We both do the production and both the video, but majorly that's my area and that's his.
Okay.
And I do like all the, the face stuff and the marketing. He's really, really, really low key.
Okay. So he doesn't like to be going out and doing crazy stuff like this?
No, he's so low key.
Would you, is it weird to you when people walk up to you and just say, hey, what's up, Uzi? Is that weird or are you used to it at this point?
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense. It's like either it's like people go up to Rocky and they're like ASAP.
Yeah.
It's like the same.
Yeah. Once you get like to a mainstream level or like a level where you have like a decent following, it's hard for people to pick apart the details.
But like when people like if you call me Gabe, then that means like you actually know me.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's what's up. Do you remember why V Nasty wasn't there for the summertime video? Because she didn't remember.
Yeah, she was just doing her shit. Doing her V Nasty shit. Probably pimping or gangbanging.
Yeah. Throwing up sets on somebody.
I met her like once during that whole era and I like fanned out super hard.
Really? Yeah.
She was like talking and I was like fanning out like I can't believe this person is real.
I keep calling her my bae or my Woman Crush Wednesday and shit, and she said something to her friend about me sexualizing her because she's not like.
Yeah, you better be careful.
Yeah, I know. And I realized like, dude, her baby daddy hit me up all angry on Twitter today. He's like, she's talking bullshit in that interview.
Oh, you interviewed her?
Yeah.
Fuck,
I came out like a week ago. Yeah.
What?
It was sick.
Congrats.
Yeah, it was cool. She told her man crush Monday was Waka Flocka. It took her like 5 minutes to think of a guy.
She was like, hold on, let me think.
It took a long time for her to think of Waka Flocka.
Dude, V Nasty is hard. Listen to like Psycho Bitch freestyle and
yeah, that's the one that
a lot of shit.
That's the one that Taylor was like telling me to watch and stuff. And yeah, she premiered like a Lil Debbie diss track on here, like the first verse of it.
That's that. Shout out Lil Debbie. We love Debbie too, but
Uzi just did a little delayed LOL there. All right, there's a question for both of you. What were the best fashion-related rap lyrics of 2015?
Mike first.
Anything come to mind?
Best fashion.
Chi-Chi.
Yeah, Chi-Chi. Number 9.
What's that?
Lil Chi-Chi.
Lil Chi-Chi? I don't think I know him. Should I check this out?
Lil Chi-Chi is on gang shit only.
I feel like fucking.
I traded in my Trues for some Robins.
yeah.
It's 2016. We off True. I mean, we're still on True. That's classic. But we on Robin jeans. We're pushing that 2016. I also like Balenciagas. I don't fuck with nobody. I be in the field ready to pop on anybody.
I was sideways on a perk.
That is not a fashion lyric.
It's not a fashion related lyric. It's a muscle relaxer related lyric.
Yeah, the perks. I don't think I ever did that. I think that's one I managed to avoid.
Yeah, it's like geek.
I always hear great shit. People always talk about it so enthusiastically.
I'm geeked up off them perks.
There was probably sideways off them perks.
Well, Young Thug Hercules has to be one of the best songs of the year.
Hercules.
It's almost like he wanted to say Percules.
Percules.
I don't know.
That's my new nickname, Percules, even though I've never done perks.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
I'm gonna stay away from it. Trust me.
What about like your favorite albums of the year? What comes to mind for you guys?
I really like Pusha T's new album, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to that a bit
It
too.
was good. I was listening to it a few days ago. And Dirty Sprite 2.
Yep, that's a clear
classic.
Fave. Yep.
I mean, like At Long Last ASAP earlier this year was pretty good, but it's definitely not one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
It's better.
Yeah, there's good albums this year. I liked What a Time and DS2. DS2 is probably my favorite. I mean, all in all, just because it was like I went to like Toronto, and whenever you traveled around while that was coming out, everybody was bumping trap niggas and stuff. It just felt like kids all over the world were like.
I feel like there's some controversy online though, because like
being trap niggas together.
A lot of writers are putting DS2 in their like top 10 and then not putting 56 Nights in there, and I feel like 56 Nights almost was like more influential or had like the bigger songs in a way, you know? Yeah. But that's funny how people will like give credit to an album more than a mixtape, even if the mixtape is kind of more prevalent, you know?
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, I think that it being the album, it probably did get more attention, but that's a weird thing to like base what your favorite albums is on.
Yeah, people like mixtapes. I don't know where people stand on mixtapes, which is, you know, part of the reason why I haven't done one.
Yeah.
I don't know like what the connotation is, you know, like you heard Mike saying, like if I was telling people to listen to my mixtape, that would be whack. So that's why I haven't dropped one.
You're working on an album though, right?
I'm not working on any. I'm working on like one-offs.
So that's how you prefer to do it, is just putting out a video these days?
Yeah, I'm putting out videos and like pieces, like, you know, like my masterpieces.
He ain't a one-hit wonder. He a one-hit wonderful.
Until someone wants to come, you know, like help us put together an album.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, that's where we're at now. We're just doing as much stuff as we can, and then we want someone to come help us put together an album. And
it's interesting because you had, you said in like an interview from 2014 that you were working on an album that was going to have all these crazy features and everything.
So that's true.
What changed, like in your opinion?
I don't know. I just feel like kids are so. I just don't want to give away too much.
Uh-huh.
And kids are, I think, becoming less and less grateful for stuff.
Right.
So, you know, you gotta give less.
Well, you're definitely killing with the music video stuff. I mean,
yeah, the shit's good. The animated Lambos.
Yeah,
oh, thanks.
The YouTube is rocking.
Yeah, that's my roommate Osh that does all that. Osh Travers.
He does what?
He does the animations.
Oh,
He's my art director.
Oh, nice.
But he's doing Lil Wayne's tour stuff right now, and he's done stuff with Virgil and Drake and a bunch of Donda stuff.
Didn't he just do Diplo?
Diplo, yeah.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Diplo.
What's your relationship with Trukfit though?
Suck a nigga dick from Trukfit.
That song gang, like Trukfit over Margella.
So you were a fan of them before you started working with them, or what?
No, hell yeah. Like I was a huge Trukfit fan.
Oh, really?
Like Wayne is Wayne is my idol.
I have some sample Trukfit pieces if you want them. Because this kid I was friends with in middle school, his dad hosted parties for Lil Wayne, and he had all this like one-of-one Trukfit shit. And I have a few pieces in my house.
Lil Wayne is like my idol, dude. Seriously.
So how did you start working with Trukfit then?
They were just wanted to do some stuff, you know, with in the internet kids, and it just kind of happened.
And so what did you guys end up doing together? You did a shirt together?
We did like a hoodie.
Yeah.
And so I've got like, there's like a rare Uzi Trukfit hoodie, and it's like this cartoon.
Yeah, I know. That thing's sick.
True Tunes, yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
Gabe,
You gotta get you
me
in.
with
I
one
want
of
that.
those.
Yeah, I got you.
Definitely.
I got you guys. ASAP.
Would you ever suck a dick for a Trukfit, or is that just a lyric? Not, just anyone.
Her? Would I expect a girl to? Absolutely.
Yeah.
She needs to
It's definitely that fly.
put in pieces.
Do girls do that? Is that a thing in the fashion world? Are girls exchanging sexual favors for
girls
clothes?
don't even care about clothes. That's the funny thing.
It's true, huh?
Boys care about clothes, you know.
But do you really think that? I think girls notice when you're dressed in a way that you care.
That are run by gay dudes, so you can't really do that.
Like, what
They
do
fuck
girls
with
wear?
that Jeremy Scott, bro.
like high end.
I fuck with that Jeremy too.
I fuck with Jeremy. Shout out
Jeremy,
to Jeremy
hey.
Scott, my boy.
Yeah, but he's not trying to get his dick sucked
He's
by
not.
a girl to
Yeah.
give away clothes.
That's
Exactly.
fresh. That's 2016.
We can all
Shout out to Jeremy Scott for like remaking Moschino. Like, I mean, I wouldn't
So
wear
good.
most of that shit, but it's like it's strictly on. Like, it's good.
It's great. He's the best. He's so cool.
I'm glad that we can all come to a consensus that Jeremy Scott is not trying to get his dick sucked by a girl.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it.
No, it's not his swag.
Well, I think that
Don't get it twisted though. Jeremy's got the bad ones, all
Really?
the babes. You
Well,
kidding
shit.
me?
Now we know.
If he wanted
Jeremy's
them.
got the babes.
Yeah, if you want.
If he wanted him, yeah. Gay guys all have that advantage. Yeah, but what was I about to say?
Someone should pretend they're gay and pull a bunch of fine sugar cookies.
There's probably a lot of dudes flexing with that style.
You know what that's
out
called?
there,
That's called a FOMO, dude.
Are you
A
serious?
fake homo, yeah.
That's funny.
My dad used to always say the term beard, which is like I would
Yeah.
bring home a
I've
girl
heard
and he'd
that
be
too.
like, "Oh, is that your beard?" Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
fresh.
thing that a straight guy uses to, or a gay guy uses to make himself look straight. See, that's what I thought Uzi's
people
deal was
have
when I
those.
thought he was sus. But
No.
not sus, but
Uzi ain't sus.
I'm not, but you know, I am like really like girly in my own way. You know what I'm saying?
why would you?
Like,
What's that mean?
you know, I like clothes, and I'm just like, I don't know.
But there's nothing girly about that. We should be fighting against that assumption that any guy that's interested in their clothes is kind of sus, you know?
No, totally.
That's wrong.
Wait, why did you think I was?
Just because you had all these fucking hot ass chicks around you, and to me,
it's like there's no way.
Exactly, that doesn't add up. It's like there's no way that all these girls could get along with each other and be around this fool unless this fool is not fucking at least some of them.
Right. No, and I.
Is that not the kind of relationship
it's
you
not
have with your crew?
That isn't the relationship I have with my gang. Like that's my gang. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls that I'm with, like that is my gang. I don't fuck those girls, whatever.
You don't
like,
cross the line.
No, when we do our shit and we're putting sex out there, like that's us putting sex out there together. Right. Like that's like on some gang shit.
So
strictly on.
But you know, I feel like a lot of dudes don't know how to just be friends with girls. I feel like that's whack. That's mostly, and that's why they don't get no girls.
I feel like I could be really good friends with girls. It's just that I always end up fucking them, and then it's hard to like navigate that afterwards. You know. Mike, what is it like when you wake up in the morning and choose your clothes? What goes through your head?
I don't know. I just like throw on whatever. I don't really care anymore.
So you don't think about like the outfit that you're wearing having to match your mood? I just make sure the
colors go well together.
But don't you think that you kind of do you dress for anything? Like do you dress for your mood or for how you feel that day or the thing you're going to be doing? You just
dress to dress, I guess. Like sometimes I feel like this is really weird. Like I have OCD, so certain stuff is like weird, and like I have to wear at least 2 items of a brand. I can't wear a single item from one brand.
Okay.
Unless it's like a special piece, which is really odd, but I don't know.
Huh.
That's too fly.
The stuff has to kind of work.
That's why you were in those 2 Telfar tees that day. I get it.
Yeah, that's actually why.
That's hard. That's fresh.
What about you? What goes through your head when you wake up in the morning and you decide what you're going to throw on?
It is like mood. It really is mood, and it depends on like what's going on that day. Because you dress for like events and just like location. You dress based on location. Like if you go to the beach or something like that.
That's a clear cut one. Yeah,
a little beach swag, or like if you're going to like a rave, you might want to do like some ravey.
You can go a little bit more eclectic with the colors,
right? Colors and stuff like that. You're going to a nice dinner. You want to do all black. So it's definitely based on whatever I'm going to, or like whatever I've
made that mistake before where like I went and met up with some girl. She said we were going to go to the beach, but I didn't think about the fact that we were like really going to the beach.
Yeah.
And so I'm wearing like tight black jeans, like a black t-shirt, and I look so out of place. I felt
Why can't you wear that to the beach?
I mean, you can. It's just that and this is in Texas too, so it's like a different, whatever. Yeah. But everybody was just looking at me like, oh, look at the fucking goth kid.
You gotta get some Gucci swim trunks. That's what I'm trying to cop. I'm watching a pair on eBay right now for the low.
Okay, you gotta spend more for the beach, especially because you're wearing so little.
No, I don't fuck with Vilbegrins.
No,
I used to have
Vilbequin's the bathing suit you go with, bro.
I'm trying to get an all red Gucci belt though.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Is Henry like one of your closest confidants when it comes to talking about fashion?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you guys have spirited debates over coffee or what?
He's definitely my closest when it comes to talking about Park City.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only people actually who I've talked with about Park City is Henry, and then I think John Ross a little bit, and I talked to Ian this morning about it for like
What's
half
Park
a second.
City?
It's the only like cool town in Utah.
Oh, okay. And so what, Ian knows about this as well?
He was just there, actually.
Salt Lake's pretty cool.
Anybody knows about Park City, bro.
Do you feel like you're going to like lose touch with the youth and like lose touch with what's going on in our society because you're out there in the mountains?
I'm going to gain contact with I'm going to get in touch with my wild side, I think.
You heard?
No, you spend 6 months to catch the vision.
Yeah.
It's a 6-month vision quest.
Yeah.
A vision quest. I like that, yeah.
Strictly on...
you get to come home for the
strictly
summer?
On... Yes, sir.
Oh, that's dope.
Were you home this past summer?
I was home for like a month of it.
And so was it fun going back to New York, or was it kind of
It was really fun, but it didn't end so well.
What? Why not?
Because I just got in fights with some people that I was close with.
Really?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Let me see. What else do we got here? Can we just talk about pop music? You consider yourself a pop musician?
Yeah, definitely.
And what does that mean to you when you say pop music?
It's just like the textures of it, I think, and it's just the style and kind of like the type of music that it's inspired by.
Uh-huh.
But, there's no like underground pop, there's never really been nothing that's like, too hipster, or nothing that's like, there's like indie hipster pop, but I mean like really like trying to make pop songs and like make them cool and talk about, you know, the shit that we do, smoking weed and all that.
That's what I like about your music is that it feels like you're going with like the intention of pop music, but then like your aesthetic is totally different and you're using like different textures with the vocals and everything.
Right, we want it to be sophisticated.
Yeah.
You know, pop has got this connotation of, you know, being really dumbed down and stuff like that, but we try to make it sophisticated and cool.
Do you fuck with like the Justin Bieber album? Are you like very influenced by like modern pop music?
Yeah, I love pop just as much as I love rap. Like I'm dead ass. I'm on my Young Lord shit.
Really?
I'm not a rapper.
Oh yeah, he's always dropping that, huh?
No, I'm just kidding. I am though. But
do you guys want to talk about AP Barri and his influence? Because we were talking about that off camera beforehand.
I gotta say something about Barri.
What's that?
Barri is the fucking king of everything. Rocky wouldn't be who he is without Barri. All of ASAP wouldn't be who they are without Barri.
Yeah, Barri's incredible.
Yeah, Barri's
just
not
like,
too cool for anyone. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like
he just does his own thing. He doesn't get influenced by other people, and you have to respect anyone who's doing their own shit. Like I respect Hood by Air for doing their own thing. Like I might not wear their clothes, but I respect them for doing their own thing. But with Barri, like I just fuck with him. Like he's just doing his shit and he knows what he's doing and he has a lot of knowledge to spread, and like he's not going to show all that knowledge at once, but he's just bringing it up in little increments, and that's giving him a lot of cred.
No, totally. And yeah, V-Lone, he's done a really good job with V-Lone too. That's like another thing. V-Lone is like on the low, like more rare than anything.
So you think
they've been hyping it for a long time, and
they've been hyped and like no, you can't buy it. They only sold it like twice.
In Japan.
Really?
Yeah, it's only
at old school.
They sold it at 424. Then they did an online drop, and then they sold it in Japan. That's the only like, or you can get it from the man himself, Barri. Like there's this guy Kill V out here selling that fake V-Lone. Like
Mike,
really?
Did we see fake V-Lone the other day?
Oh yeah, I gotta say something.
Black market V-Lone is cool.
What?
Fuck old.
There's a store called Old School on Fairfax.
Oh man.
And they sell fake V-Lone, which is strictly not on B. Fake
that's
Gosha. That's fucking some. That's some gay ass shit, and I don't fuck with that. They sell fake Gosha,
fake
Yeezy, fake Raf. Fake
Gianni. They got fake Gianni.
Yeah, they got fake Gianni Mora.
But how do they get away with selling fake shit on Fairfax where fucking
because they don't post it on Instagram.
Yeah,
really?
Their Instagram is all like the real shit from all these like little like weird ass
shitty brands.
Yeah.
Like,
but like
I fucked with FTP, but I'm kind of disappointed in them because they did a pop-up shop at Old School and like
but that was back when it was just like a thrift shop because it used to be a thrift shop.
Really?
Oh, okay.
I've talked to like people have been talking about that lately because kids are really like spending. Some kids are spending their money there, and it's like the price is the same price as like the real pieces.
Really?
But like one of the dudes was like, yeah, the dude that owns the store, he's real cool and real supportive, but he might not just know. He might be like old. Someone's just selling them the shit.
They know because yesterday Mike was taking photos in there, and they were like, "Get out! Like we can't have you taking photos in here," because they knew he was trying to like expose them for being.
I mean,
fake.
I did expose that. I posted it on Instagram, and I called their ass out.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta look at that. They're getting exposed right now.
I took it down.
But why?
Just because, like, I don't know, it just looks bad.
Fuck them. Let's expose them. We're exposing them right now.
Yeah,
Fuck you if you're selling fake shit.
Yeah, like,
yeah, true. I think it's tight though.
I'd rather just like go up to their store and fucking flame them or like have someone swat them or something.
Like, fake like Louis and Gucci and all that because like those are big corporations and you're like they don't know the difference.
But like when you're making fakes of like small new brands like Gosha and Vetements,
like
and like Yeezy, like Kanye. I mean, like Kanye's obviously a big conglomerate when it comes to these things, but I mean, it's a new brand. Yeezy just released like their first collection back in October, so like
and like Fairfax or whatever is like a small community of a lot of people who know each other.
And you can't sell fake Raf because he's just like the most respected. So like anything against him is like super disrespectful.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I mean, but you have to think about it
that's
too.
That's just like fucked up because like that's Barri's brand. It's like a small brand. Like Barri's just one guy. You gotta respect him, and that's like stealing out of his pocket, pretty much.
At the same time, though, you gotta like think how many places in the world can you get fake V-Loan.
Yeah,
it's very rare. Like black, it's like one of the only places you can get black market Off-White or black market.
Are they good fakes?
No,
though?
there's
Does it
so
look pretty
much
similar?
fake Off-White,
fake Palace.
They're like saying
fake
it's real.
Balenciagas,
It's part of the
everything.
fucked
Like
up
they
Really?
go crazy.
They make fake Palace?
Fake Palace, fake everything.
With fake shit, it's either terrible or really good. There's
Yeah.
two sides. Like, there's really good fake Yeezy shit, like, but I still wouldn't buy that because, like,
The really trippy shit is when you go to like Japan or China and everybody's wearing fake shit and they don't.
Yeah.
It's not even. They don't think of it that way because they have never seen real Louis Vuitton.
Right.
There's no frame of reference, especially in Japan. You will see motherfuckers wearing the flyest outfit, and then like the dudes I was with were like, every single thing he's wearing is fake.
It's fresh.
That's crazy.
I got to tell the story. I was reading or watching an interview or something like that. MIA, when she did her Versace collab, she brought in all of the fakes that she had collected throughout just like her years like on the road and stuff like that, and brought them in as references.
Really?
And
I heard about this.
And
actually.
they said like this fabric, you know, some of the fabrics and stuff, they're like, we can't recreate it. It'll be too expensive. Like
Really?
they only make this sort of fabric in this part of the world or whatever.
So like the people who are making the fakes are actually fucking artisans. Like they're making
they're
crazy,
like artists in themselves or whatever.
And it's weird too to think that they're never
Bootleggers.
going to get credit for the shit that they're making because they're kind of copying something, but it's actually like its own art.
It is
kind of
like art. It's like you know.
It's a different type of art.
But it is some, you know, you don't want to fucking be a kid and having like $150 that you fucking worked waited so long to get and then go spend it on some fake shit. That's so
like, if you have
disheartening.
$150 like and you work really hard for it, go buy like just a smaller price item from one of like these real brands,
or
like,
shop at like a thrift stop.
Yeah,
or
that's
just
what
try
I
to
do.
find a bunch of cool shit because like it's better to have like cool shit from there than like
some corny designer shit.
like fake. Yeah, like either like shitty designer shit because like I was even talking with my girlfriend the other day. Like all the girls from her school have like Michael Kors and like that shit's like kind of expensive or whatever. But like
it's corny.
OD whack.
Yeah, like it's high key whack, but like it's way cooler to have like a $5 bag from a thrift store than to have a fucking
Michael
Kors bag. And
I gotta
like
say,
that's that basic bitch wear.
Yeah,
Basic bitch.
The worst one is Tory Burch. That's the worst.
I don't even know about that. But well, that's the weird thing about the MK purses or some shit like that is like, yeah, you bought something nice, it's expensive, it's whatever, but it's like when the reference is so obvious, like part of fashion is that it like distinguishes you as being part of something different. Like if you see a kid walking around and he's got a Palace windbreaker, at least you know in your head that there's at least some percentage of him that knows what's up and that is paying attention to what's going on. And same thing with like a lot of different brands. It's like if you're wearing like that's what's funny. I went to the mall in Florida when I was on vacation with my family, and I was just like, every single person in this mall when we went to the mall is wearing something that you could buy at this mall.
I know.
That's
it's like
crazy.
I think it's like that in high schools. Like
yeah, because you don't know where you would go to get something else.
Here
right?
though, like this is what makes these kids so special. Like in the bigger cities though, like LA, New York, Chicago, there are certain kids that are more advanced and are buying, like,
I'm impressed by kids out here because like I'll have like 14-year-old Mexican girls come in here with like Odd Future shirts and they'll be like, no, like I saw like a BMX kid at school and he was wearing your stuff and I wanted to like get something. And that's just cool as fuck to me that like they're young ass kids and they're actually thinking about what they're wearing and thinking of like wanting to just represent things that they actually think are independent and cool.
No, totally.
A lot of kids wouldn't have that mentality outside of like a bigger city.
It's sick.
Yeah,
Mike, how much do you think your clothing collection is worth, like, over the years, all the pieces you've collected?
Probably around, like, I don't know, like 12,000, 13,000. I don't have that much stuff anymore. I've gotten rid of a lot of it. I still have,
that's not that high for how expensive a lot of the shit that
Yeah.
you seem to be into is.
Yeah, maybe the number's not correct. I don't know. But, like, I have, like, over 500 Supreme pieces, and I don't wear any of them.
Yeah, that's like 12 grand right there.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
That's
I just want to sell
even
it
if they're all
all.
handkerchiefs, that's 12 grand.
Like,
yeah.
whoever's listening to this, like, if you want to buy some Supreme that you'll never find again in your life, like either samples or just old pieces or just, like, some cool shit that, like, sat in the store, I'm not charging that much for it. Just hit me up.
Okay.
Oh,
Like, I'm just trying to get rid of it because I don't wear it. My house is a mess. I just don't want to have stuff that I don't need.
I got a hilarious story.
Let's hear it.
Mike is such a hustler with the clothes. Like, one time we were this is like the first time we had first or second time we even hung out. We hung out. He took me to the Chinatown Supreme store for the first time.
Oh yeah, with my boy Warren, right?
Love Warren. He's dope.
Yeah, shout out to Warren Gorin. That is Warren, my I've known this nigga since September 2014. That's one of my best friends. Like, nobody's like on his shit yet. Like, he's a revolutionary. You gotta fuck with him. His Instagram is @WarGour.
Yeah, that's a must follow, definitely.
That's a must follow if you have an Instagram account and you're listening to this podcast currently.
Okay, so what happened with you guys?
Okay, yeah, so takes me to the Supreme store. We all cash out because, Mike, everyone in there was smart. Everyone pretty much bought what Mike told them to buy because everyone trusts the knowledge. So, anyways, I went back home and I'm like still doing shopping. I'm like an eBay junkie, like seriously. I have like a problem with online shopping. So like I copped these pants and like 5 minutes later Mike calls me like, yo, like, did you just buy these Jeremy Scott pants? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I just sold them to you.
That was a good coincidence.
So you didn't notice that it was his eBay username?
Not at all. I never like look at the usernames.
So was that awkward? Did you feel like you actually had to go through the eBay transaction, or did you like?
No,
I'll give you.
We didn't go back door or anything. We just went through. I was selling them. They were like $200 pants. I was selling them for like $30.
Oh, they were for the low. Yeah, they were like one of one Jeremy Scott
samples. I think. I don't know. I got them at a thrift store, but I think whoever had them before got them at like this Jeremy Scott sample sale that he had in 2008.
That's that New York shit where you can just come up on something.
Yeah, New York is different than LA.
Store.
Huh?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. There's way more clothes out there.
Yeah. Would you want to be living in LA, Mike?
Yeah, I would. It's just more relaxing.
Yeah.
Bitches here.
Yeah. I want to move to New York though, like in a way.
Yeah, New York's like more professional in some ways, but it's also kind of boring currently.
Honestly, the answer is both equally. Like, anyone that lives in either place will say.
This is like has nothing to do with this shit we're talking about, but like part of the reason why I want to move to LA is like there's a lot more like mountains and like shit,
more nature.
And I've been getting really into like hiking and like biking and shit. So, and my dad wants me to run cross country. So, like, really, if I move out here, I'm probably going to be doing that kind of shit.
You're about to be an athlete?
Do you run currently?
Not like in any sort of. I'm not in any sort of club, but.
But are you interested in it?
Yeah, I
usually with cross country.
You should, dude. I did cross country for a little while. Very rare, very rare facts. Oh, I was on the cross country team.
I wanted to bring this up, Gabe. I have some old ass photos of you on my phone.
Oh, boy.
Found by
text me them and I'll put them in here.
Oh man.
Maybe. I'm not gonna share them. They're too rare.
Yeah, that's like gang.
Strictly gang.
Strictly gang.
Was it? Who did it? Who sent it? Just tell me who sent it.
I can't say. It was someone in a DM group.
Do you exercise currently or no?
Not really.
You don't really bother?
I like to like play basketball and shit like that.
I feel like you got to get your heart rate up once in a while just for your own sanity, It like helps you keep your brain,
definitely.
That's what I do before I do these podcasts. A lot of times I'll actually like go work out because it actually like gets my fucking brain invigorated. I did not do that. I smoked a bunch of weed before this one.
So that does get your brain invigorated.
Yeah, in a totally different way. Yeah.
I mean, it depends if you're smoking indica or sativa.
We need some. Do you blow gas, Hank? Henry?
Oh, yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Hanry's like not used to being called Hank.
I know, I like giving people new nicknames.
Henry's on that Sosa OG.
Yeah, I'd be smoking Sosa OG. I got a few ones.
He said I'd be smoking Sosa OG?
Yeah, so you smoked Sosa OG before?
I've never smoked Sosa OG. You have some?
Yeah.
What, it's like Chief Keef's weed? Is it like super
expensive
or something?
From the...
Oh, shout out Juice the Savage though, for real.
Okay. Yeah, he's dope.
No,
I was just watching his video with Maxo. Fucking, I forget what it's called.
Yeah, we got to get Juice up here.
That would be tight. I'm
He's
down.
Dope. One time, this is like a totally separate story, but Carti and Juice came over and stayed the night at my house, and it was like really, it was crazy.
What were they getting into?
It was like mayhem. Nothing, just like people came over, and then there was like a little bit of gang drama and shit like that. It was just like a crazy night. No one went to sleep. Carti was turned up off the liquor and the Zans.
Wow, look at this fool rolling. Hank is rolling in with the blunts already rolled.
He's got the
Sosa OG.
Is that Sosa OG?
It's a style icon.
Do you have a bathroom?
Yeah, right there. Henry's swag is like this really like sophisticated
I know, the swag is
type
crazy,
thing. I don't even know. It's very like early.
Are you wearing
like,
a
English
Giza
skinhead.
ring?
Yeah,
I have one of those.
I found it.
It's like a skinhead like found out about Rick Owens and he like put together this outfit.
Skinhead.
What jacket is that?
I actually got this.
Okay,
cut today.
Acme Boys.
What, you had longer hair before?
I had like just like regular like.
I think
dye
skinheads
hair.
look so fucking cool.
Yeah,
that needs to make more of it because everybody's doing like the punk thing, but
Everyone's
they need to go
on
more
that,
to the working class skinhead image.
Yeah.
I don't.
Niggas
fuck,
are on
I
that
don't
with
fuck
Gosha,
with like
though.
neo Nazis and shit, but
Well,
like
yeah, okay.
Well, the original,
Same.
original skinheads were they were like black skinheads in the like I know a lot about
Black skinheads? This is dope.
No, but the early skinhead movement was not a racial.
It was about like reggae music and ska.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So like
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of them
I've
came
heard
from
about
Jamaica.
That's kind of like a
Very rare
misconception,
knowledge.
and that's like if you go to England, like the majority of dudes that you see who look like skinheads are not like racist skinheads. They're
Right.
just
They just
working
like the
class guys that
aesthetic.
dress that way. They like the music. It's like a cultural
Right,
thing.
right.
Although it is kind of like a weird white pride cultural thing a lot of times. Where
Shout
they're-
out Vivian Westwood for just like all that stuff.
Yeah,
shout out Tim Westwood.
And Tim Westwood, Vivian Westwood. You know they're related. I just read that somewhere.
Really?
He's like a distant nephew.
Oh, okay.
Crazy. I just made that up though.
Really? You got me.
I fell for that.
How do you end up on fucking Drake's Instagram?
I went with a friend. It's crazy. I was in Toronto one day and I fell asleep in my hotel and I ended up sleeping super late. Like I slept till like 4 p.m. So I ended up going to my friend's house down the street because my friends had kind of like moved on without me, left me, did their own thing. So I went to a friend's house down the street and he was randomly like, you want to go pull up on Drake right now? And I was like, sure. You know, I'm like a huge Drake fan and stuff like that. So we pull up to this huge amphitheater in Toronto.
Drake follows Mike the Ruler. He just let me know.
He should. He needs to.
Probably
a lot
follows
of
you
people
too,
need
right?
to.
Huh?
Let me check.
Probably,
I'll check
yeah,
if he
probably.
follows
Well, that
me.
means you're one of the top 1,080 people.
No,
that Drake knows.
he doesn't follow Gabe.
Drake, get
Yeah, I know.
the
Follow
fucking
my
shit
boy
together.
Yeah,
Gabe
Drake, you
of
gotta
Uzi,
Drake, you
please.
idiot.
He's tripping. No,
right,
it's
so-
because he's, you know,
Keep
we're
going.
gay like that.
Yeah.
No, they
we
gave
don't
me a
need to
jacket.
follow
though.
each other. Yeah.
They gave me an
Henry,
OVO jacket.
Look
so
at what
it's
Chief
gay.
Keef just posted.
Yeah, Chief
all right.
Keef the best.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
what
So we pull up to this amphitheater, and it's literally Drake is there with like a few members on stage in an empty amphitheater, and he's like performing. Then he was like cuts off the music, and he sat down and had like a 30-minute convo with us just about like everything that was going on. This is like right after the Meek stuff, so we were talking about
really?
everything.
Wow,
Just like
so
a
you
lot
got to
of-
hear the Drake in-depth perspective on that?
Yeah, it was really sick.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot of. It was so much energy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
But was he talking like a fucking war general, like about the strategy behind like what he did with the song and everything?
No, I mean I don't think he wanted to do that at all.
Yeah.
But he literally was. It was just like he was talking about kind of his intentions and like the perceptions on it being a thing, and he did what he had to do.
I mean, Meek handed him this giant opportunity because it's like
Yeah,
Drake
what was that
already
about?
was like the biggest fucking rapper in the world, but then Meek just gave him this fucking head on a platter of like, oh, here, like you can prove to everybody that you're even,
Oh, man.
you know, if anybody thought you were kind of a bitch before, they definitely aren't going to think that now after they watch you fucking wipe the floor with this dude, you know?
Yeah, that was not. That was not
brutal.
pretty. It wasn't pretty.
I want to see if Meek can come back. I have a feeling that he's going to turn into like Cassidy and he's going to be rapping like with the fucking ratty ass cornrows again.
Who did 50 Cent beef with again?
Everyone. 50
Slow
Cent beef
Bucks.
with everybody, but Slow
You
Bucks,
said
yeah,
slow
there you
bucks.
go.
You're hilarious.
That's a real
Yeah.
recent one.
You're fucking so funny,
That is
dog.
amazing.
Yeah.
Slowbucks is fire.
Gabe, you know what? Conrad was going to be Slowbucks' stylist.
Well,
Yeah.
This guy's work cut out for him. Damn, am I talking shit right
I
there?
love Conrad, bro.
Fast
That's
money,
like
no
my baby
Slowbucks.
bro, and it really hurt my heart when Warren told
Yeah.
me that they don't like hang
They
anymore.
don't fuck with each other anymore.
Yeah, that
Like,
hurt me.
They're both bros, but I don't know. Conrad's been doing some shit that I don't agree with, but
Yeah.
he's still the bro. I still fuck
No,
with
that's
him.
fam. He's really talented too,
Yeah.
and really
He has the
creative
vision,
and crafty.
Like, yeah.
Mike, are you ever going to switch to contacts or are you glasses for life?
Glasses for life.
I think you pull them off well,
Yeah.
but I think for a lot of guys that it's kind of like they feel like they need to do that once they start getting ass.
Yeah.
No, glasses are dope.
Yeah, well, you're wearing sunglasses.
No, I gotta get my like glasses back because I can't see shit. I gotta get on my Mike the Ruler swag.
I got the fucking I got laser eye surgery, and I gotta say it was one of the best things I ever did.
That's really cool.
$2,500. These things have been perfect.
$2,500?
Yeah, it's cheap, right?
That's for the low.
And that was in New York City like 7 years ago.
Glasses are like dead ass like 500.
Yeah. Not to mention contacts and shit. You gotta be buying all this weird stuff. You gotta bring them around with you.
If you're gonna pay $5, you might as well pay the $25 and go crazy. Perfect vision. Hey, but you don't want them to fuck up. Yeah, it's like they never do.
But I feel like if you wear glasses, then all of a sudden you can't like wear glasses for like style because then you have to actually spend a shitload of money getting the lenses for everything.
Remember when everyone was wearing those glasses, like
the stunner shades?
No, like without the lenses. Without the lenses
and the clear lenses, and like,
oh, that's sick. What do you mean?
There's people who still do that.
Niggas were dead wearing like
with the plastic bow ties,
3D glasses, 3D like avatar glasses.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
With the lenses popped out. Like on some swag.
It's a jerk culture.
Jerking culture. Yo, so before we finish this, I want to hear fashion trends that you've participated in that you now kind of regret.
Oh, shit.
Mike, there is a video of you proclaiming your love for Ben Trill on the internet, so maybe we should start there.
Oh.
Ben Trill, yeah, I regret that one.
Dude,
I don't regret it.
You were young and you were just a fan.
They're cool.
You know?
I'm seriously a Matt Williams super fan.
Yeah, me too. Shout out to Leak.
I fuck with the Leak studio.
Yeah. Matt Williams is like, I look up to him like a lot in terms of.
When I was like
actually,
12.
I fuck with like the original Ben Trill, but after they started fucking with Paxson, with Paxson, no, the
Stussy got pretty cool. Yeah, when I was like 12 years old, Matt Williams and me were like DMing, and he wanted to get me in like a lookbook, and now like 4 years later, he just DM'd me like talking about like, do you remember that?
Really?
Yeah.
That's family.
He's probably watching this right now, thinking, "Hey, that dude remembers this." That's dope.
No,
Andy's vaping.
Matt Williams is incredible. I feel like he's like. He's like a huge link in like pop culture and the product that we've gotten like a really high level of product from certain artists over the past few years, and I think Matt is really
connected a bunch of it
with that.
I feel like I liked what you said earlier, Uzi, about or Gabe, of saying that we're lucky to have Young Thug. Which I totally agree with, you know, because
we're lucky to have him in his Pringles.
One of the great artists of our time, you know, and it's like a lot of people don't respect like with the videos and the music and everything. Like he really is doing something incredible right now, and
no, totally.
Who knows how long he'll be able to keep it up? But it's been quite the ride.
A Young Thug, like fact, he never leaves the house without Pringles.
Pringles.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Well, just in case you need
to look in some of
look at his Instagram.
Yeah, if you look in some of his photos, you can see the can in the background.
He was like, I need Pringles.
How did you find that out? I'm gonna have to Google Young Thug
Pringles. My
friend
Maddie,
now.
shout out Maddie Bigman. He's like a huge Young Thug fan, and he found it out from just going to the shows and seeing it. Look.
There it is, right there.
I do want him to like start wearing the dress and shit more, and just going crazier.
I fuck with that, with all the fucking Fendi fur shit. That's so dope. And the Rick Owens Uggs, and the regular Uggs. I fuck with that shit hard.
Who's the best dressed rapper?
Hey, did you say that your friend's name is Maddie?
Maddie Bickman.
Is his Twitter? Yeah, Maddie Bickman, and he has a tweet about it. Young Thug keeps Pringles in his pocket at all times. I'm gonna retweet it, even though most people will not know why I'm retweeting it, but. Maddie will be a little surprised.
Yeah. Shout out to Maddie Bickman.
I don't know Maddie yet, but
he goes to school.
He got the RT. Well, yeah, who's the best dressed rapper in your opinion right now?
Thugger.
Thug. I don't like rappers who do like the actual fashion thing. Like it's getting kind of played out.
It is getting pretty played
but
out.
You know, like I fuck with like that hood fashion shit. Like
Chief just Keef. Like whatever's natural to them and their environment.
I think the best dressed are like Chief Keef, Frito, Thug, and like. I mean, he is doing the fashion shit, but he's literally like responsible.
No,
for,
Thug isn't even. Like, Thug
not Thug. I was about to say something
Sosa is probably the most influential.
Kanye West is.
The
most influential for like every single fashion trend that like rappers wear.
You don't think that the Kanye wave is anywhere close to over? Because I mean, his album didn't come out after he put out those singles last year.
He's the best.
It's never over.
It's nowhere near over. Kanye's gonna go until he dies. He's like Tupac.
Yeah,
I've been a massive.
He's really fucking good.
That he never signed Chief Keef to good music.
You think that was a mistake?
That was a big mistake.
That's the one fuck up.
But I don't think that Kanye ever could have controlled Chief Keef, just like I don't think anybody could control Chief Keef. I don't think, even if somebody gave him all the money in the world, I don't think that he would actually do what that person said, because I don't think he can operate that way.
No.
Yeah, Kanye respects Keef though. I know that.
They said I have a crazy story. Someone told me that when Sosa was flown out to Paris to do the
with Ball Out,
all the stuff with Kanye.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm about to go to get something to eat," and then he flew home.
Really?
He couldn't find
Sosa?
anything to eat.
Yeah, that's like.
I'm not surprised. He seems like he doesn't like to leave the house too much.
No, he never does. I used to
yeah.
work for Ball Out. I used to be his assistant.
You're so fire.
Wow, that must have been. I'd like to see you two walking around together.
No,
That
it
sounds
was
good.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be his assistant, and Chief Keef says he doesn't leave the house for less than $20K.
I believe it, man. Anytime I've ever seen him like do a little performance at a show or whatever, it just seems like pulling teeth to get him there, to get him on stage. Like, he just doesn't.
Right.
He operates at his own speed.
Very rare.
That's why I want to have him on this
Very
podcast
rare.
so bad, but I feel like I'm going to be sitting here for like 13 hours waiting.
Sosa's like
There's
so.
got to be a way.
Sosa's so influential. I mean, you look at everyone's hair now, and like you look at everyone's talking gang and like
This guy. Yeah.
thought
on
you know,
on.
yeah, everything.
That's like the quote from this interview.
Balenciaga,
Etc.
Montclair. You know, all
I
that
fuck
shit.
with
He's
Montclair.
put all that shit on. Montclair's like loud right
I'm
now.
gonna make a claim that he put Chicago on more than Kanye did.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Interesting.
agree with that.
I mean, I don't know.
Does Keef still rock the Truies, or has he stepped his jeans game up?
He's probably
He stepped his jeans.
No,
game
he
up.
would both. He would both.
Nah, he's been rocking. He's been on his Balmain shit.
Oh
Yeah,
but he
seriously.
Pay
fucks with the
attention.
way oversized ones. Like if he starts going to skinny pants, that's when I'll know that like it's over.
I think he's going to keep getting bigger and bigger until
Yeah.
like his physically, like his body, his
Keef-
gut seems like it's
Keef
slowly
Keef
extending.
is he's been fucking with Margiela a lot lately.
Really?
Which
Yeah,
I think is
yeah.
good because Margiela is like
They're
it's
the
like
cap shoes.
a very important brand.
That's what Capo.
And you
was.
got to really respect
Yeah.
someone who spent so much money on clothes to just kind of hang out around the house in them, to play
Yeah.
video games, outfits.
I still love how Wiz
Oh
dresses.
no, he wears different fits to play video games. He wears a glow navy gaming. Shit.
Oh, so he switches into the outfit for that?
No, he has his own
Ga-
gaming.
He has his own gaming brand
yeah.
that I think he's gonna be releasing it soon. He
That's what he should
posted
get
some
into, man.
custom printed
No,
controllers
yeah,
and shit.
he's so bored that he just gets into a new shit every week. Like back when I was with them, like we used to just always like he would always be paintballing.
Yeah. So that was that period.
Yeah,
All right,
and then
And now
after
it's Call
that,
of
no, they
Duty.
were drones. They fucked with drones for a while after that, and now
he's like the ultimate little kid, just having so much fun.
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
seriously.
he's just like a little boy living out his dream, no parents, just like
We all are to some extent.
No,
He's just got the
totally.
really, really good version of it with a shitload of money and this big
Yeah.
mansion and everything.
Yeah.
Like, he's killing
Incredible
it.
music.
Tons of Pringles. Oh, that's cheap. That's
no,
that's thug, man.
yeah, thug.
What do you guys think about?
Yo, bro, that ain't Maceo, that bishop.
Are you about to be rocking Hella Palace this year, Henny?
Nah, I actually
Nah.
just got rid of my last palace.
You guys are
thing.
getting rid of all your Palace?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's getting played out. Same
I got the
thing.
shoes. I like the shoes.
Yeah, I got the cyan Pro Boost, like the baby blue.
Oh yeah, I got the orange ones.
Yeah, my dad.
Oh,
has those orange ones.
those were in
Yeah.
the Boost. Though.
Not
Those,
the
like,
Boost,
the Pro
just
model.
the,
Yeah,
I'm about to flip those bitches though.
yeah, you
Just
should.
'cause I don't
Yeah,
like how the
Boost-
orange looks when it gets dirty.
Yeah, you should just.
Yeah,
sell it to
that's
some,
what my
like,
dad
fan.
said.
I'm off that. I'm only, you know what I'm saying. January, it's only Noah and only Awake.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not.
I fuck
really
with
doing
Noah
much.
heavy. I actually
Yeah.
shot for them back in October.
Oh wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are
Incredible.
you going to be out here in full force in 2016, or are you going to be kind of keeping a low profile like you have been?
Post April, it's gonna be full force. It's
Okay.
gonna be heavy shit.
Why is that when you're
On
done school, or?
That's when I'm out of. I'm from April to September. I have no school, so I'm gonna be flexing pretty hard.
Out here hanging out with us? We're going to take him to
I'm
ham.
probably gonna be in New York back and forth from April to September. Then in
Oh, we're
September
taking
I'll
him.
be out.
Mike
here.
the Ruler headlines ham.
Yeah, we got to get him twerked on all the
Yeah, the cybers.
the cyber thoughts.
Yeah.
I mean, you
bitch.
go. Have you been? You've been to him?
Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
16.
You guys are
Yeah,
all
he's-
just
yeah.
flexing at such young ages. It's
No,
really
they're
quite
really-
impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey.
Jeez. All right, so who's up next in your opinion? That's that's gonna be my last question.
Oh,
who
who's
do,
up
who do we
next?
look out for? Clothes,
Gore.
fashion, music, whatever.
Soap.
Who?
Yeah.
Soap.
Yeah,
Who's Soap?
up
Us
next-
three. Us three.
Yeah,
us three
there
in
you
this
go.
room
Oh, okay.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with that.
Up
completely.
next, in my opinion, in terms of brands, is Soap, and I think women's wear brands are going to filter into both men's and women's.
I
and
agree.
They're going to become big.
More androgyny
But
in 2016.
it's not going to be menswear filtering to women's wear. It's going to be women's wear filtering to menswear, and then women wearing the same pieces too.
Yeah, like
that's what's going to be big.
Like
Vetements and Aleeks. Trust me.
They're women's brands, but they make things for both.
And like,
interesting.
Someone like Ian wears it, and then it gets the hype. So like,
right.
So that sounds like an entirely new like, structural change in fashion.
The fuckboys are going to start wearing women's shit. Trust me.
Because I don't feel like men's fashion currently is that heavily influenced by like female strong brands.
I feel like men's fashion currently is like pretty boring. Like,
well, for a while,
it's been boring for like 15, 20 years.
There was like a wave of like really fuck boys wearing like women's Saint Laurent jeans, just trying to make it so skinny and like the cowboy boots and all that bullshit. That was like a few months ago. Yeah, fuck all that though.
Like, you guys seem very comfortable with calling things gay.
Yeah,
no,
it seems like that wouldn't fly that well in the fashion scene.
There's a difference between calling something gay and like a homosexual male.
Like I
have friends who are gay and people, and there's many of like my biggest idols are gay. So
I feel like the slang term "gay" in fashion actually like has its own place in a certain way, where it's kind of like it describes something very specifically.
Totally.
I know gay people in fashion that say that's so gay, or like fag doesn't mean a gay person to me
it just
anymore.
Means a
like,
loser.
When someone says fag, I don't think about like, oh, he's talking about a gay person. Like,
when someone says fag, I just think of someone calling someone a fuckboy. Like it's kind of equivalent, or like a lame or some shit like that.
When someone calls me a fag, I get hyped as fuck because that just seems like a clear sign that like if they not like the way you guys say it. Well, when someone says it to someone, it just kind of shows that they sort of have like a lack of vocabulary that they're working with. Not the way that you guys are saying it, but when they say it like I'm going to hurt your feelings by calling you a homosexual, it's just kind of like all right.
It's like whatever. I don't care less.
Like that doesn't work.
If you say that to me and like some of my like people I respect are homosexual, like what you're saying means absolutely nothing. Yeah,
your opinion is all
I feel
of a sudden
like
void.
we all
you're
say
worse
fag.
calling me a fuckboy than calling me a fag.
We all say gay.
Feelings.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out gay people though.
We all say
shout
nigga.
out to gay people.
That's
shout out to hood people too.
Let's end on that note. Shout out to the whole LGBT community who are watching this. Gabe, not a part of it, even though I had my concerns, but now I found out
I'm on my androgyny shit really hard.
I respect that, man. I'm trying to get. You guys are making me think that's the new wave. I got to keep an eye out.
Last thing, if they're into gay,
I'm wearing all girls' clothes right now.
If they're into gay, like a gay hood rapper, that needs to happen soon.
It's gonna happen at some point.
Like a really thug, like talking about killing people and like drug dealing, like that needs to happen.
But then also talking about kissing other men.
Yeah, like talking about how some rappers are like kind of disrespectful towards women, like all that thought shit and stuff. Like I mean, I say it, but like
guys.
Like saying like Leaf already been doing.
I was gonna say
I fuck with Leaf. I have respect.
Okay, I like Leaf too, but
talented.
I don't know if I see him being like the dude that's gonna make.
His videos are hard.
Think he's like that gangster kind of hood guy, but I mean he's definitely hood. But like, you get what I'm saying. But
I watch Leaf shit, and I wonder if people are gonna be able to really relate to him because it is kind of far out there stylistically.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna be like the most like poppin' in the current future, but I think he's going to be one of the most recognized in like the history of rap music in terms of that kind of scene with the LGBT community in the hip hop industry.
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest influencers.
And to be honest, I'm sure a lot of our favorite rappers are probably, I mean not a lot, but there has been rappers that have been gay already.
Like what?
And currently,
he had some girl
still there's gay rappers in the game right now. I'm sure.
Yeah, Thug. I pray Thug is gay.
I don't think he's gay, but it would make him cooler if he was for sure.
If he was gay.
Yeah.
Dude,
kind of a shame
this shirt is like. I feel like it's older than some of the people in this room.
Probably. All right, we're reaching the time limit. Thank you guys very much for coming here on NoJumper.com.
I gotta go home. My dad's eating this.
He's got curfew.
And Uzi's gonna take part in an orgy. So
we gotta get this guy home for his orgy.
All right, Mike. I'm looking forward to blowjob number 3. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Henry, thanks for assisting. And Gabe's, thank you so much. I've been wanting to have you on the show for a while, so to have both of you together was fucking awesome. And I think
shout out to Warren Gorn.
It's a great conversation.
Dude, we love what you're doing. It's an honor. Everyone's been watching. We've all been watching, seriously.
To even hear you say that is seriously so sick because this is all kind of a dream come true for me. But to all the fans out there, follow No Jumper on SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. And yeah, I'll put our Instagrams on the screen or in the description or whatever if you need to see that. So thank you very much. We've never had so much swag in this room before.
Hey, turn up.
Hey. That was fucking awesome. Thank you. Yeah. I love that.